Thanks very much. Hi, thanks very much to the organisers. Done a really good job. That's great. So, let's go. I am talking to you about veganism. I want to talk about a couple of the different reasons why I went vegan. So I'm going to cover things like health, animals, and the environment, because I could have chosen 100 reasons. There's so many reasons why, but these are the ones I think you'd be most interested in. So I personally don't think that animals are here to use for any of these reasons, but I'm going to focus this one on food because it's the most obvious and the biggest kind of lifestyle change on a day-to-day basis, and it's got loads of reasons behind it. So from childhood, we're kind of, we're brought up thinking that certain animals are for food, certain animals for pets, but actually all animals just want to live. They just want to be free from fear and pain. You might have been horrified by the Yulin Dog Meat Festival in China. Well, we eat animals too. Animal agriculture is a massive polluter. So you've probably heard how transport is awful for the environment, all the emissions. Well, it's actually dwarfed by animal agriculture, dwarfed 51% of emissions. It's also a leading cause of deforestation, which obviously contributes to that carbon emission. Raising animals for food takes 30% of the Earth's landmass now, and it's the biggest cause for deforestation in the Amazon, and also water. So you can just see on this chart how much water it takes to produce plant foods compared to animal foods, and that is because of all the crops that are used to feed the animals, when we could just eat the crops in the first place. It's simple, really. And speaking of which, if we were eating those crops and we weren't eating those animals, that means other people could eat the crops too. So at the moment, a lot of grains and other crops that are grown in countries where people are actually starving to death, but they're shipped out to the West so they can feed animals, so that people in the West can eat animal products. This one is a very complicated thing, but it's essentially showing you that our canines are totally useless and rubbish compared to actual carnivores. And we're so much more biologically similar to herbivores and frugivores. You will have heard from the World Health Organization that meat officially causes cancer now. Well, it's because of the things that showed in the last slide. And it causes all kinds of other diseases as well, like heart disease, type 2 diabetes. Milk actually is not that good for you, and it's not that good for your bones because calcium is alkaline and animal foods are acidic. So it kind of neutralizes the calcium and doesn't make it so bioavailable. Animal products are full of antibiotics as well. When animals are kept in conditions like that, there's a lot of infection, a lot of disease that goes around. So animals are fed as a matter of course to healthy animals, which means antibiotics are in animal foods, and it contributes to antibiotic resistance. Plenty of protein. I always get asked that, where do I get my protein? Like, from everything else. It's in everything, trust me. Calcium is in loads of stuff as well. You really don't need to drink milk to get it. Leaf green vegetables, avocados, all the really good stuff. And it's much more easily absorbed and used by the body as well. And the same with vitamins and minerals. It's all covered. You won't get iron deficient at all if you're good with your diet. Like Kate Strong earlier, but I think she's doing okay on a plant-based diet. Everything can be covered. Honestly, most of the stuff we eat is fruit and veg, so there's all your vitamins and minerals. In fact, most people get their vitamin B12, which is the only thing that you might need to check on. That is actually easily covered. But also meat eaters actually get it artificially because it's fed artificially to animals. You can still have your junk food, you can still have your burgers, you can have your pizza. I do not eat healthily all the time. I eat all this stuff. Check out that hashtag on Instagram. You will see amazing food that does not look vegan, but it actually is, and it's insane, the stuff people can do. Same with cake. I love cake. I love eating cake. Actually, when I went vegan, I put on like a stone because I was eating so much vegan cake, trying out all these recipes. I stuff my face. And it was all amazing, and it always goes down with my colleagues at work. I'm always making the cakes. It's a big social movement. It's one of the biggest growing social movements at the moment. It's amazing. Personally, for me, I love being part of this. I think that as it's an exponentially growing thing, and I think in the future, everyone will be eating plant-based. And one person really can make a difference. It's like, so many people say to me, I'd go vegan, but what does it really matter if I'm a vegan? Well, it's like voting or recycling. We all do one little bit and we rely on others to do the same. Okay, if you want any more resources, Google that stuff. It's really helpful, like because they can all say it much better than me, and they will give you a lot more time. So yeah, and also if you want to chat to me after, I'm very happy to chat about anything. I love it, and some of my vegan friends are here as well to back me up. So thanks very much for listening.